Hello everyone, I'm back with another movie update. This is a very delayed update as I've been recently been going through a lot of stuff. It has been resolved thankfully, but this is the amount of movies I gotten for the past, I'd say, couple weeks. But I don't really want to go and disrupt this video, so let's just get it over with. Alright, we have quite a lot in my plate in terms of movies, so we're gonna try to go through them as quickly as we can. Of course, we're going to start off with the VHSs, and of course, we're going to start with the Disney ones, considering. The first one we have here, The Fox and the Hound, as part of the Walt Disney Gold Classic Collection. This came out, I believe, in the middle of 2000, and of course, this was also released on DVD at the same time. As for the tape itself, it's literally just a film. However, they count the booklet on friendship as a bonus feature, which is weird, but yeah, it's pretty much The Fox and the Hound. I believe it uses the same master as it did when it came out in 1994 as part of the Walt Disney Classics line. Anyway, here we have the label. It is a dark sticker label, as it was the norm for Disney at the time. Printed July 10th, 2000. But yeah, pretty basic release nonetheless. Now, this one I believe I never showed yet. Before filming, I picked out a bunch of movies I don't think I showed yet, but I don't want to say if I already showed it. Comment down below. The next one here, Mighty Joe Young. This is based off of the 1950s movie of the same name, which was Ray Harryhausen's first feature film, mind you. Yeah, I believe he makes a cameo in this as well. Sadly, this didn't do so well with the box office, as it was already in tough competition with a bunch of other movies. The Prince of Egypt, Patch Adams, the Rugrats movie. Either way, it's not really that interesting of a movie regardless. I'd say just watch the original. Printed February 12th, 1999. So it's a definite late release from Disney. But yeah, Mighty Joe Young. Here we have Recess School's Out. Of course, based off an animated series from Disney's ABC's One Saturday Morning. I personally have not seen the series, but I heard it was good. I mean, it is on Disney Plus, so I have my options. But yeah, this was their first theatrical movie, and they put out a bunch of others straight to video. Though the difference, again, this was released theatrically. Here we got another dark sticker label. Printed July 17th, 2001. Might even came with a few inserts too. 100 Years of Magic at Walt Disney World. Of course, this is saying celebrating 100 years of when Walt Disney was first born. He was born in Chicago in 1901, so this is nothing like, the founding of the Disney company this year in 2023. Here's a little booklet, of course, talking about some savings, advertisements, now for Toon Disney. Of course, now it's Disney XD. And oh, here it is, Recess Christmas, another full-length movie. But yeah, I'm hoping on watching this when I ever get the chance, but I heard it was alright for what it is supposed to be. Here's The Journey of Natty Gann, a Disney animated drama from 1986, I believe. One of the earliest films from Joan Cusack. Of course, we know... Actually, what am I thinking? No, John Cusack. Jesus, I'm an idiot. Forget what I said, but yeah, this was released back in 1985 or 1986. This VHS releases from, I believe, 2003. Although mine is definitely from this time, as you may see, has the black rails, as it was a late release. Printed September 18th, 2003. I did get a chance to watch this. It was actually a pretty nice little drama. Recommend you watch it when you get the chance. Here we have Dumbo. the Walt Disney Classics Line edition. I believe this is the, let me see, like the fifth variant released. Let me actually take a look. No, the sixth version release. Dumbo was one of the earliest animated films to be released. I believe it was the first animated film Disney released on VHS back in 1981. Well, for rental only. There's this whole rental and then physical, like you're able to buy situation. I recommend you take a look at that yourself, as it's pretty long and difficult to listen to. But of course, later in the mid '80s, it was included in the classics line, and this version's from around 1991, around the time when Robin Hood was being re-released onto VHS. Mine here is a much later print with a silkscreen label, printed November 21st, 1993. Around the time when Aladdin was released on VHS, bizarrely enough. Go figure. Here we have the Masterpiece Edition of So Dear to My Heart. This is the one that not a lot of people know about. This is one of the live action films Disney put out where not a lot of people remember it. It came out around 1948, I believe, but it didn't really have much of a home media release. Well, in the modern era, it did get a release here on VHS around early 80s in 1992, and here in the Masterpiece Edition, but then just kind of disappeared. I believe it is available on DVD and Blu-ray as a Disney Movie Club exclusive, or well, then you probably buy it secondhand. It was one of Walt's first live action films he made. This, the ever controversial Songs of the South. Of course, he didn't really get into live action until in the 50s and especially the 60s. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Treasure Island, his first fully live action film, no animation. You know, The Parent Trap, Pollyanna, The Monkey's Uncle. Um, well, not when he wasn't around, but you get what I mean. Printed December 1st, 1994. This was definitely one I wanted to add, as this one took me quite a while to find. It was, again, I bet it had a low print run, because all the other pieces in the Masterpiece collection, the launch releases from Snow White to Pete's Dragon, those are somewhat easy to find. Of course, if you're a VHS collector, this is the one not a lot of people have. I guess it makes sense since it's not really remembered much. Here we have the special edition of Peter Pan. This was released back in 2002 on both VHS and DVD, so a complete home video history video will be coming soon, as I have pretty much the entirety of the collection of Peter Pan on VHS to Blu-ray, with the exception of the Signature Edition, though I'm not really interested in buying it. It's pretty much the same as the Masterpiece Edition, with the exception of some updated previews and a somewhat better looking print. It does contain the making of documentary You Can Fly, which is nice. Of course, it has the dark sticker label. Printed March 15th, 2002. Here you have Pinocchio, the 60th anniversary edition. I don't know if I showed this one off or not. Again, I'm kind of going a little forgetful now, but Jesus. This was released, of course, to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the film, although it came out in 1999, which is odd. It was also released on DVD, although that's a pretty bare bones release. However, of course, you're better off just getting the Platinum Edition on DVD, or Blu-ray, and even the Signature Edition. I heard that one was really good. The packaging will later, well, this will be later reissued again, not long after, as part of the Gold Classic Collection, and that would be the last time the film would ever be released onto VHS and DVD, again, until the Platinum Edition. Here's the tape. Printed September 11th, 1999. Alright, I believe that does it for the VHSs from Disney, and let's get on to the last two on clamshells. The first one here is from Warner Brothers. This is one I've been wanting to get for a long time. Watership Down from 1978. This is based off the book of the same name by Richard Adams. This would be directed by Martin Rosen, who will later make The Plague Dogs, another pretty crazy movie. I recommend you take a look at Steve Reviews' review of Watership Down and to play dogs. Trust me, it's not for the faint of heart. I'm surprised this even got still rated. Is it rated PG? Huh, it doesn't have a rate. Oh yeah, it does. It's rated PG. But I'm surprised how violent this movie is, even with the PG rating. This version is part of the Warner Brothers Classic Tales. I also own the version of Rankin Bass's The Hobbit as part of the line. Of course, it is available now on DVD and Blu-ray as part of the Criterion Collection, which is definitely your best bet for the movie. Mine here is a much later print from, let's see, August 31st, 2001 and August 29th, 2001. But yeah, I'm very happy of owning this movie since it is a wonderful, wonderful movie. Recommend it. And the last of the clamshell releases I gotten, Joseph King of Dreams. DreamWorks' first direct-to-video movie, of course, being a somewhat, I believe, a prequel to The Prince of Egypt. It's not that great. Hell, it just got released on Blu-ray not too long ago. Hell, The Prince of Egypt just got a 4K release. That legit is great. I don't know. I bought this really just for collector reasons. Either way, it's still neat to have regardless. But yeah, here's the tape. Printed June 7th, 2000. But yeah, that's Joseph, the King of Dreams. Alright, now it's time to go into the slipcovers. Let me just grab them here. Let's hope it doesn't fall. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's start off with this one. Happy Gilmore, one of Adam Sandler's early films, released back in 1996, actually. 1996. This VHS came out the exact same year, 1996. I do own the DVD from 1998, I believe, which is also in full screen. We'll say this. I have a 50-50 relationship between Adam Sandler and his movies. This is definitely one of his best. I think is really good. This and Billy Madison, of course, his voice acting work in Hotel Transylvania, but all of his other ones are just terrible, especially with his company Happy Madison Films. Oh God. Anyway, here we have the tape. Mine, I believe, is a later print. Is it? Yeah. Mine is a later print from the 44th week of 1999. The next one here, Emmett Otter's Junk Band Christmas. This is a TV special produced in the late 70s from, of course, Jim Henson. Of course, it's narrated by Kermit the Frog. Of course, I wanted to add this to be included in my collection of Jim Henson films as on video. Of course, I already own The Dark Crystal, the Muppet Christmas Carol, Muppet Treasure Island, The Great Muppet Caper, and Muppet Classics Theater. I'm hoping to get the 1993 release of the Muppet movie. I love the packaging on that one. That's one of the main reasons why I want to buy it. Well, that and it's, it's a Muppet movie. Here's the tape. Printed October 28th, 1996. Here's the only MGM movie I gotten. The Secret of Nim. This is part of MGM's Cartoon Movie Stars line. This version came out in 1988, though the movie itself came out in 1982. Of course, it is a masterpiece. It's absolutely just fascinating. It's funny how this is Don Bluth's first feature film, and it's considered his best. I don't know. I kind of think An American Tail is his best, but that's just me. That's just me. Of course, I own the DVD of the same name. I was either looking for this version or the version released in 1994. But this is still good nonetheless. No print date. Although there's one thing I do want to mention. Look at the copyright there. If I can get it to focus. Here we go. Mrs. Brisby. So, of course, it's based off a book, which is Mrs. Brisby and the Rats of Nim by Robert C. O'Brien. However, as Frisbee is the name of the toy from Whammo, the crew had to change the name to, Brisby, so they won't get sued from them. So they had to change the dialogue tracks to say "burr" instead of "fur." So Yeah, it makes sense. The last three slip covers are from Fox. Well, Disney, technically. CBS Fox, I mean. This one here is one movie I wanted to get for a long time. Batman the movie. This came out back in 1966, of course, based off the 1960s show starring Adam West and Burt Ward. It's it's a trip. It's truly a trip. This VHS is from 1989, I believe. I mean, you gotta love a movie where you call your ladder a bat ladder. You just can't make it up. Here we have the label. Of course, it's a early label, so it has the CBX Fox name. And mine does not have a print date. And the last two are the Pink Panther movies. I'm trying to get into the Pink Panther movies lately. Um, the Return of the Pink Panther and the Revenge of the Pink Panther. Let me see which came out first. Let's start with this one. The Return of the Pink Panther from 1974. I recently just watched the first one, Pink Panther, from the 60s. Of course, starring the wonderful Peter Sellers as Inspector Clouseau. They're wonderful movies. Of course, the intro here was animated by Richard Williams. May he rest in peace. These releases were from 1984, I believe? Yeah, 1984. So they definitely have aged. And then we have The Revenge of the Pink Panther from 1978. I believe this was the last time Peter Sellers played Clouseau. I'm probably wrong, though. This also came out in 1984 on VHS. Alright, well, that's all the VHSs. Let's get on to the DVDs. Alright, here's the only DVD from Disney I've recently gotten. Flight of the Navigator. If you remember, I own its 1986 VHS release. This DVD came out in 2004. This is a pretty basic backlog Disney release. No bonus features, English and Spanish subtitles, but at least it's in widescreen, and it's anamorphic, so you gotta give it credit. Sadly, though, the disc has no artwork. It's giving me... I'm pretty shocked considering, but oh well. Here we got the insert. Of course, on the back it shows some other films released. Science Project, The King in Arthur's Court, and what I own here, Escape to Witch Mountain. Pretty decent little family flick for what it's worth. Reagan Bass's The Hobbit, the Family Entertainment Edition. Of course, you know what, let me take it out for you in a minute. Give me a minute. I, of course, own the DVD... No, not DVD. What the hell? The VHS counterpart. These both released in 2001 as part of the Family Entertainment brand. They're pretty much the same in terms of packaging. Of course, it's definitely beneficial owning it on DVD. Of course, it's a better format and it looks better. Sadly, there's no disc art. I like this scene index, so it looks cool. There is a deluxe remaster edition that came out later, which came with 3 Looney Tunes cartoons, though that one's pretty hard to find. One day I'll look for it when I get the chance. And speaking of Lord of the Rings, Ralph Bakshi's The Lord of the Rings, initially coming out in 1978 from United Artists. Again, this also came out 2001 as part of the Family Entertainment brand, though. Would you really call this a family film? I mean, Ralph Bakshi said this with Wizard, saying, "This is my first kids film, my family film." And then you see swearing, gore, and Nazi propaganda. It's a family picture. I watched Nostalgia Critic. Thank you very much. It is still really nice having it on DVD. I believe it's on Blu-ray. I'm probably wrong. At least the benefit here is that it does have disc art. Alright, the next ones are from Universal. The next two. Al Pacino Scarface, the 2-disc anniversary edition. I do own the gold edition, which I'm still going to use. Though, of course, this one here is the full screen edition. And this is an earlier release from 2003, I believe. Yeah, 2003. This initially did come with the Wait a minute. I already showed this. Damn. Well, forget what I. Oh wow. I think I'm going mental. Jesus. Yes. Let's skip that. Yeah, I already showed you this earlier in another update. Well, if you remember, I had the slipcover, though sadly it broke apart quick. So that's why you see it without the slipcover. But this one's actually one that's new. Bride of Chucky. Chucky's comeback after Child's Play 3. I decided to pick it up for the hell of it. I mean, it's now just a romantic comedy, but come on, Jennifer Tilly's in it. You can't go wrong with Jennifer Tilly. I love that girl. She's a great actor. Here we got the disc, and of course the insert. Please excuse my background noise. Of course, the insert. It also came with this little this reply card, similar to the ones you'd see in Disney VHSs. And the last three are from Columbia Pictures, or Sony in this case. Here we have Matilda, the special edition. This came out in 2005, I believe. Yeah, this was released by Sony actually, but you know they own TriStar and Columbia. It's a wonderful movie. Danny DeVito did a wonderful job here. It isn't full screen, which is a shame, but it's okay. It does have a good amount of bonus features, regardless. Now the last two, I didn't expect to buy two copies of. So yeah, I own two copies of Men in Black. Here's the reason. So this is the first one I bought. This is the earlier version from 2000, the Collector Series edition. In regarding Men in Black, it's a great movie, wonderful film, regardless. It has a lot of great bonus features on it. Even has a visual commentary, which is great. Here we have the disc and the insert. It's actually a book. Of course, has a letter from Barry Sonnenfeld, the director. Talks about the bonus features and the technical stuff. Of course, the scene selection. But here's the thing. This other one is the deluxe edition from 2003. This was released to help advertise the sequel, and this is what I thought it was. Yeah, I didn't really was thinking the day I went to the thrift store. But you know, I got an upgraded version, so it's beneficial. But yeah, here's disc 1 and disc 2. It also came with this. Classified access to Men in Black promotions. Of course, it also came with a book. It is a little ripped, sadly, so maybe a little bit of tape can help save it. But yeah, basically, it's kind of the same stuff from the other booklet, though just showing a lot more, because it's a 2-disc set. It even shows a bunch of concept art. I love this one. This is literally just a cartoon of Jeeves. But yeah, again, I didn't expect to see it, but you know, one day I'll get Men in Black 2, and then later 3 on Blu-ray. And the last 3 are Blu-rays, all of them from Disney. Let's start off with this one in particular, Cars. As you may know, I own its original Blu-ray from 2007, one of Pixar's first Blu-rays released, this Ratatouille and the Pixar Short Films collection. This is a later print from 2009, where it's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. And the benefit on this one is that it did come with a slipcover, which is cool. And another thing is that this copy actually works as is expected, though I still did give it its a single disc packaging as I don't need the DVD. But it's pretty much the exact same as its initial release. Either way, the bonus features are the exact same. It's just that, of course, it's now known as a Disney Blu-ray, and there's updated previews. Now, it did come with a DVD, though, of course, I don't need it. I already own the DVD of Cars, so there's that. The next one, National Treasure. This movie came out back in 2004, I believe, or was it 2005? This Blu-ray came out in 2008, though mine is a later print from, I'd say, 2011. Sadly, this has gotten water damage, sadly, though thankfully the disc inside is pretty sharp. It works perfectly. Of course, the DVD doesn't work, but At least I have it complete. Plus, it is the widescreen version. I might get the two films on Blu-ray and DVD. There are the 2-disc releases on DVD, so. And the last of the movies I recently gotten, Oliver and Company, the 25th anniversary edition. This would be well known for the film before the Disney Renaissance, and started the phrase where Disney decided to release a new animated film, annually. This is a decent release. The picture quality is pretty good. It does have a good amount of bonus features. I believe it ports over all of them from its previous DVD releases. The release from 2001, I believe, and it's like 20th anniversary edition. Um, this is a pretty bare bones disc art though. Though this release came out in 2013, so it's a given. But yeah, pretty solid Blu-ray release. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's collecting is hard. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the update. Um, I apologize for the long delay. I did put out a collection of my entire Paramount collection. There is one movie I did show there that I didn't, being Young Sherlock Holmes. So I hope you take a look at that. Um, until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, check out my other pieces of social media in my About page and my channel profile. Until then, be safe.